Hi, this is TheOddHolloway. You can call me whatever you prefer, as I've always had a hard time truly naming my avatar. I kind of have been going through the years, trying to find the motivation to complete projects or even start on something. Things like an old short film I don't know if I'll ever finish, ideas for stories and comics and such the like. Aside from that, though on the same level as it affects my motivation, we all have things that we struggle with at times, and mine just happens to be trying to find a place in the world, like a lot of young adults, of course. Being an adult came upon me so fast. Suddenly, I found I don't have a lot of time for things anymore. I think back when I was a kid and a teenager, I see things kids are going through that I remember experiencing myself, and I feel it's strange how drastically I've changed in just a few short years. I've heard people say that you'll figure it all out in time, just pace yourself and things will fall into place. But when I was younger, it was just easier to complain and say it never will. I think I'm starting to understand what they meant now. However, I still am not yet content. I've spent most of my young life, even when I was just a kid, feeling like it was just too late to start on anything. I don't know why. I know it's ridiculous. And now I am an adult, and I have done nothing meaningful with my life to this point. I guess a part of me could never relax. I couldn't bring myself to do anything fun, because I kept thinking one day I'll be an adult with a full-time job, and any project I start would either end abruptly or slow drastically due to lack of time. And now I am where I thought I would be, an adult with a full-time job and no meaningful life. Now I realize if I had begun on something, I would have gotten used to the habit of just working on it. I would have been excited just to make something no matter how long it took, and even if it got no attention, it would still be there for someone to stumble across it in the future. I unknowingly made myself believe that all I was good for was just working a job and existing. I started to give up on writing, on art, both things which are half of what make up who I am. Although I think I burnt myself out by doing nothing, if you can believe it. I thought I wanted to make things happen in my life right away, and in fearing that I wouldn't have time to do anything, it got to the point where I felt that every second I procrastinated, I was wasting valuable time, and every day I didn't start on something was a pointless waste. I just couldn't bring myself to do anything at all. And I saw people who were much younger than me achieving things I had no idea where they got the motivation from. I began to feel bitter, not at them, but at myself. And as a result, I was angry all the time, annoying and whiny, and maybe not the best to be around. Nowadays, I'm so exhausted by the time I get home from work, I still don't get anything done after. I began to feel I was wasting my time away, that one day I'll wake up and it'll be too late to do anything. I fell into a routine of just droning throughout the day, and each day rushes by like it didn't even exist at all. I became stressed and angry, and I felt sick all the time. Then one day I realized maybe I just don't want to do anything right now, and maybe I should just learn to exist for a while. No expectations, just adjust to this new point in my life and wait for my brain to unwind. And I think that way of adjusting is working. Well, I'm making this video after all. I took a break from my projects, only drawing what I wanted to rather than what I felt I needed to. I took my time to process the stress of I felt transitioning from teen finishing school to suddenly adult with a job. I tried to remember just to relax and let my path fall into place, while realizing I am not waiting for things to get better, because if I fall into the habit of waiting, I'll be sitting a long, long time. And right now, I think I'll just start on something small. I'll quit feeling like it's too late all the time, and I'll take it slow. If I feel like I'm too exhausted to continue on something, I'll take a break from thinking about it. Maybe my way of expressing myself or how I see things is still immature. I might look back on this and cringe for all I didn't know at the time. It all comes with the territory of not understanding life yet. I don't know if I'm in any position to give advice. I still don't have it all figured out. I'm only 21. I've seen and read so many things from other people's struggles and their advice which didn't seem to work for me. Maybe what I can add is it's only too late if you make it so. It doesn't matter your age. I found that putting less near future expectations on myself has helped me with my stress and with my anger. I still have other problems to deal with, but I finally feel that I might be getting better with at least this one. And although I may not have it all figured out, maybe for anyone who stumbles upon this, if I go through with putting things on this channel, we can learn together. I hope maybe there's someone out there who gleans something from this, maybe someone else who can give their advice. Regardless, thank you for listening to my rant, and welcome to the Odd Holloway.